That is for sure. And trying to change Flair is definitely strange. Speaking of Flair, he didn't train many wrestlers, and obviously you were one of the guys he did train. Is that kind of a reason why you were able to kind of understand and work the business so well? I mean, did he do an excellent job of training, or were you just that natural to the business where you kind of just picked up on it and you got it really well?
Well, my grandfather, who was a Baptist minister, absolutely loved wrestling. I mean, he would sit in front of his TV and he would have his fist balled up, and he'd get so excited and mad. And I started watching wrestling with him back in the '60s. I'm talking Rip Hawk, Sweet Hansen. My granddad loved Johnny Weaver and George Becker, the good guys, and hated Rip Hawk, Sweet Hansen, hated Aldo Bogny and Bronco Lubitsch and their manager Homer Odell. So and the Kentuckians were in that era. So I grew up watching it. So I kind of knew what to do. Rick and I just hit it off. I was living in Myrtle Beach and bouncing at the hottest club on the beach, a club called Mother Fletcher's. And I also worked part time at the Myrtle Beach Hilton doing room service. So he and I just happened to bump into each other, and I was sort of living Ric Flair's gimmick on the beach. I was all jacked up and tanned, and I had blonde hair, and I knew a lot of the prettiest local girls. So I invited Rick and Greg Valentine and Blackjack Mulligan to a pool party at the Landmark Hotel, and then when they showed up there, I showed up with about three of my female friends, and they all loved that kind of stuff. And now putting them over, and we were all buying drinks. So then I invited them down to the nightclub Mother Fletcher's as the guest judges for the wet T-shirt contest. So I kind of worked it myself. I kind of got myself over with him, and I got his phone number and stuff, and then the rest is history. But yeah, we had a great time. I used to travel to the matches riding with Rick, and we'd go down to Charleston, or we'd go up to Richmond or wherever, and he had me doing these Hindu squats, and the first day it about killed me, but I worked up to where I could knock out 500 without even breaking a sweat. So he and I would do the Hindu squats before the matches, and all the old timers are like loving that. Go, yeah, that's a good thing, kid. He's getting you trained right, and then would go over holes. And I remember Johnny Weaver give me a seminar about selling, how to do this, crank the arm and stuff. And Sweet Hansen was great to me. I worked with him in the dressing room a lot. Didn't have a whole lot of ring workouts, maybe three or four. But yeah, it was a great experience, because I mean, Rick was like my, I like idolized him. I loved his promos and stuff. It's gotten to the point where I can walk into any bar in that country and the women pass out. I ate that stuff up with a spoon, man. I was like, this guy's cool. I like him. But yeah, so I was just at the right place at the right time, and fate played it out for me.